Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat today. We have an absolutely banger matchup. We have Faker on Lucian mid up against the world's #1 ZED, Z99. You can see Faker already from the get-go starting E on Lucian and trying to harass as much as possible. Lucian mid is great into the skill shot type champions level 1. Zed, if you think about things like Syndra, Orianna, you just wait for their skill shot to come through and then you dash aggressively into them, proc the press the attack, and zone them off of the wave. Make sure you hit level 2 first, and it's on Faker to dominate this matchup until level 6. Level 6 onwards, there's outplay potential for Z99, but until then, Faker really needs to press his advantage as he wards over onto the chickens and try and shut down this Zed before he becomes a problem. 1 creep off 2. It's 2. And you can see when Zed walks up for a CS, you should just insta-dash in, gets that Q, looking for the auto, can't quite get it. And this is how you're playing Lucian, guys. You're shoving the early lanes. You're getting a little bit of vision out on the enemy jungler, and you're trying to harass them, especially under tower. Like, any short-range champion, man, you murder them. And a couple of changes I wanted to talk about on the upcoming patch. Well, talk about after this gank. Rumble comes through. Faker gets a little bit of harass off. Rumble flashes over. Faker counter flashes. Dyna comes through. I don't think that Q landed. This is a little bit awkward. Dyna flashes in. Try to get the W. And Z99 able to get one. Faker bounces back with the other. Both mid laners. 1 kill to their name. And I think Z99 will be able to pick it up with a Q right now. Some of the changes coming up, guys. So number 1, Lucian. Riot Games has said Lucian is not a mid laner. Get the hell out of the mid lane, Lucian. Which I kind of agree with. I think Lucian mid's pretty oppressive. So they're going to shift a lot of his powers to being around allies in the early game to try and situate him as a bot laner. They don't want him being played mid and top. So Lucian mid, will we be seeing it after the changes? I don't know, man. It's always going to take time to work these things out. He's definitely going to have less power in solo lanes. And another change here, guys. Zed is getting nerfed next patch. But on top of that, Serpent's Fang is getting nerfed from 18 flat lethality to 12. Huge nuke to Serpent's Fang, the shield breaker item that Zed always goes. So Zed, this is the second buff in a row we've seen for him, and he will be, I'm not going to say struggling, but like OTPs will still be able to make it work, but he's going to be a lot less strong to the average Zed player. So we may not be seeing these two champions in the mid lane for much longer. As Faker has his playoff game tomorrow night. I'm rooting for the guy. He's up against Sandbox. Apparently someone was telling me the other day there's actually a scenario where Chovy can make worlds. I don't know, man. All these point systems from summer and bloody spring, all this crap. I can't work it all out. I don't know why they make it so goddamn confusing, but... Trundle. Gotta be a little bit slow here as we dash in. Should be able to get the Rumble. Both mid laners. Zed picked up that kill. He hasn't based yet. He's 3-0. And Faker with 2 kills to his name with the cult. 2 mid laners. 2 absolute hyper carries going head to head. This will be a fun game. I'm so excited for Worlds. Cannot wait. If G2 don't make it, I'll scream. Recently, I think it was Khan. I think someone interviewed him and it's like, oh, what do you think? Who are you looking most towards, like, facing at Worlds or some bullshit? And he said, like, maybe I used to like say G2, but nowadays they're just going to be lucky if they get there. So a little bit of flame coming out there. I definitely think we can all agree this G2 roster is definitely not that 2019 powerhouse that went to the finals. There's room for the improvement. You know, they can bounce back, but I don't know, man. They just don't have that. They just don't have that spring in their step that they used to have. As we come in. Now the Zed is level 6, and he's 3-0. So Faker gets ulted. Z99. Oh my god, all Qs land. Was that just not the cleanest? Like, that's just such a clean dive. Yes, he has 3 kills in lethality. Faker disrespects it. Moves up under the wave. 4-0 for the Zed here. And he's going to grab some plates as Faker heads back into the base. Looking like a tight-ass game. I wish Zed was played more in competitive these days, man. Just no one has the balls to pick him. He just doesn't seem like... I feel like if you're a talented assassin player, it's playable. Someone like Leader or someone... but it seems like more they're just playing things like... I've seen a lot of Yasuo's recently with the Dyna setup, which is fun. You see some Kiana in the LPL. But other than that, man, nothing crazy. I reckon we'll see some Echo starting to come back into the meta now with the Syndra. I think Caps probably will bring it out in the playoffs if someone blind picks Syndra. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah. Next patch, Lissandra is getting buffed again. I think Lissandra, next patch, will be one of the most underrated mid laners. Like, it will be very strong. I would recommend starting to practice Lissandra and getting ahead of the curve. Because the changes that they're proposing, she's going to be such a nice, stable, consistent champion. Faker jukes out on the Rumble E. You can see Z99 has those Lucidity boots working towards his mythic. I wonder what to go this game. It's almost always a Prowlers or Duskblade, depending on the situation. He hits that ultimate. Ooh. Almost gets it. You can see how he plays it very calm and collected, doesn't he? He ults, he thinks, gets the W back in. He kind of plays like he doesn't just... It's so controlled, his play. I love watching him. As this is his Smurf account. So he's got one account at 1100 LP Challenger, and he's got another account like 600-700 LP. So that his 1100 LP account, he only plays Zed. He hasn't played a single other champion all season. His second account, he plays everything. Mostly Zed, but he'll play a lot of like LeBlanc. You know, I think what else does he play? He plays like a bunch of fun champions. Faker pops the ultimate. It was pretty bad. And we've got no flash now. And we're a level down. This is a little bit awkward. Pike goes in for the Zed. And this is just a base replay file, so I can't really switch the perspectives out around that often. Faker, of course, Faker didn't stream this game, and Z99... I think he did, but there's no VOD, so we're stuck with this replay file, which is fine. Enemy Varus. Well, Faker's Varus is 5-0, which is going to be a bit of a problem here. 0-7 bot lane. As we TP back into the mid lane, making our way towards... Usually, I mean, dude, usually it's like Gale Force, Seralda's Grudge. Like, Faker was one of the first people to start doing that perma-slow Lucian build. But into this Zed, like, I don't know. A shield bow would be pretty nice. Just too clean, this Zed. Looking to come in. He is 6-0 on fire. Pops his emote. Careful there, honey. And Faker not looking too hot this game on the Lucian. That's the thing. When you don't run Exhaust, you run Teleport, it's very risky. And if you get picked off, man, or if Zed gets that lead, he goes the Duskblade too. A little bit more defensive, you would call the Duskblade, but allows you to play the fights differently. The extra haste is never a bad thing on Zed. Your ultimate comes down so low in the cooldowns. But now every time Zed has ult, I don't think Faker can live. I don't see how he can live. Ooh. Zed ultimate is back up. Hits the ultimate onto the Pike. Instantly W's in. Qs don't land. And he's caught out here. Faker unloads in the river. Another kill over to the Zed. 7 zip. Carpet's laid down. Faker's thinking about going for the Ash. He hops over onto the Trundle. Gets the assist. And the Zed's still hovering, man. I don't think you can really play too aggressive here. And it's a shame. Like, I don't know, man. I find Lucian pretty entertaining to watch. It's really oppressive in mid lane. I guess that's why they're trying to get rid of it. I don't know what you guys think. Like, they did just release action, and they kind of said they want action to be the mid lane marksman. So obviously they're kind of like just saying like they want action to fill Lucian's place or something. I don't know what they want, but Lucian bot doesn't seem to have that many good matchups. So I just don't know if it's even going to be played. Like if Riot Games just kill Lucian in general, doesn't get the play rate goes down. Like, I don't know. Seems like a lose in my books. A Zed roams down bot. We're going to hard shove for plates here. Team has a 4k advantage. It's really just on Z99 to hard carry this. Luckily, enemy team is proper squishy. What else is getting nerfed? Divine Sunder are nerfed. Serpent's Fang is nerfed. What else? I think it was Wit's End. Wit's End is getting nerfed as well. And then buffs to Hullbreaker and Ghostblade are coming in. Another buff to Hullbreaker. This item is continuously getting buffed. It's going to get to a point where it becomes ridiculous. Gale Force by Faker. Pretty cocky, I'd say. Pretty cocky. I guess essentially the Zed probably should be focusing the Varus. So Faker gets as much mobility as possible. Not as much survivability. Obviously, like Shield Bow. And Faker probably going to go Serpent's... Sorry, Zed probably going to go Serpent's Fang anyway, so the Shield Bow value is really cut down there. Echo being buffed again, by the way. Echo getting an extra 50% damage amp to minions. I don't know, man. I feel like stop trying to make Echo jungle a thing. Let's let mid lane Echo be what it is, and let's not have it in the jungle. What are your thoughts on that? I love Echo as a mid laner. That's how he's released. I'd prefer him not to be a jungler, but Riot Games is forcing it for some reason. Congratulations. As Zed pumps through for his 8th kill, and Faker, 1 stack off the cult. Get ready for it. Oh, yeah. That feeling when you pop the cull. I love it. It's Faker thinking about laying down an ult here. There he goes. Unloads, dashes in. Guys, Zed's coming. Please, 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 please. As we pan away. Heading back to base. Should sell the cull on completion now. Get rid of that item. And start working our way towards... Normally it's the Seralda's Grudge. He likes to go for the slow. TPing. Gets the CDR. Holds on to the cull. No need to sell if you don't get any upgrades. You got Rumble in the top side, by the way. Rumble shouldn't be able to get it. Get those dashes away. Oh my god. He is looking for a double. Where the hell's his Zed? There he is. He's got a Ruby Crystal. What's the game plan here? Is that an Edge of Night? Talking about the Zed. Faker gets Lucidity Boots and drops into the top side here. All about that extra cooldown. I don't know how much cooldown's going to help you. This 1v1 is just going to be tragic, but the team fighting should be nice. Here comes the Zed. G'day, mate. Do you see how he saves the W? Camille's here, though. I think she's easily, yeah. And we get our first death over on the Zed. 9-1 here. Good kill. Really nice patience on Faker. Outsmarts him. These assassins play, like, it's actually very predictable how they play a lot of the times. So in the side lanes, essentially, if there's a large wave, if you're an assassin player, you know that most of the carries are going to go collect the big waves in the side lanes, right? So you go and sit off vision where the wave's going to crash and the carries will just show up. So if you are the carry on the enemy team, like Faker was, I guess, and he's picking up the waves, in your head, you got to be thinking, where would the assassin most likely think he's going to find me? So you need to be thinking ahead like that, and you should for sure know that he's probably going to be waiting there. I've died countless times where I'm like, huge wave here, assassins are waiting, makes sense, my bad. And you just got to try and subconsciously always have that in the back of your mind. As a squishy, like, it's probably most important for 80 carry mains, I feel. They get, I catch out countless 80 carry mains in the side lanes, catching waves. They're dumb. 80 carry mains are dumb. Us mid laners, like, we need to get our IQ up, start thinking about the game a little bit more. And not being caught out. A lot of the time for you lower elo players, the secret to climbing is not outplays. It's limiting your mistakes. Minimizing mistakes is a much better way in my eyes to climb than making outplays. Which is boring, it's not what you want to hear, but it's the truth. Play a simple non-mechanical champion. Limit your tragic mistakes, your gank deaths, your deaths in the side lane, bad positioning. Just limit all of that, farm the resources, and play the team fights as best you can. Like, you will have so much more consistent games doing that than playing goddamn Lucian or Kiana or something crazy, going for bloody 1v1s all the time without vision. I mean, that's the funnest way to play, but it's not what's going to net you the most LP in the shortest amount of time. Of course, you're not, like, there's always this weird trade-off where it's like you're not learning, but it really depends what your goals are, because you can still learn things even if you're playing, like, mitigating risks. Moving into the mid game here, Zed is 10-1. Faker has a CS lead though, and he's actually doing fine. He's the same level. The whole idea of this game is simply just don't die to the Zed and you should get a free win. It's probably easier said than done as we set up for the third dragon soon. Dyna looking absolutely juicy. We're coming towards the end of the season. Hopefully a lot of you guys have achieved your ranked goals. And if you're not there, that's okay. As long as you're having fun and enjoying it. We're not all cut out to be high elo, I guess. But it's nice to have goals in League, I feel. A little bit of self-improvement. So we get clipped by that Rumble low. Chunked to about 75%. We should pick up the blue for ourselves. We give it to the Varus. Wow. Faker really setting a bad precedent there, but it's okay. So Faker has flash, has ult. You'll see him try and land his W and then just roast through with the R for the MS. When you land your W, you get MS on every R shot, so you can kind of hunt people down. Dyna picks up the Trundle. Do you see how back he fought this? He didn't play frontline Lucian. He didn't try and zone anyone off. He played very far back. If the enemy wanted to come in, they'd have to come through the Diana. And I struggled with my positioning a lot. I kind of ego position during some of these dragon fights. And I just get blown up. I get Ashe R'd to the face, and I'm like, why was I there, man? We could have just took the third dragon, sapped really far back, and that's exactly what Faker does. Very safe, very calm. We get our Seralda's Grudge. And we're going to head up into the top side now. Side lane is always risky still. I don't think you're going to win. I do not think you're going to win against this Zed. So Z99 skips the Serpent's Fang here. Not enough shielding. I think there's quite a lot of shielding, but I guess he wants the Edge of Night to try and prevent the Varus and the Dyna setups. No downtime in your league games, guys. Z99 drops to the Dyna, but the Pike, he's able to get the Pike as a trade-off. Make sure to kill these small Krugs. That's where the gold value is these days. Gone are the days of just killing the 2 big Krugs. You gotta nuke them all. The 13 golds and the little ones, pretty good for XP and gold. How fake is playing this side lane? He starts the Nash. He sees Rumble hard committing on bot side for the Camille, and they're going to straight away commit for the Nash, and this should just be free. This is a great call. They're not going to make it in time. Ashe can send an arrow, but it's too late. No hesitation on that start. This is where a lot of loyal players go wrong, okay? So Faker is topside. He sees the Camille's bot going for 1v1 on Jace, and the Rumble, he sees the Rumble start to hover. As soon as he sees the Rumble bot, he starts the Nash. There's a 5-second period where if you don't start it in lower elos, as we TP in, looking to get 1 kill, grabs the Rumble, that hesitation will cost you games. You need to instantly start it. As Legolas picks up his 8th kill, this enemy bot lane, look at that. What's that, 0-14? Nice one, guys. Thanks for participating. Yeah, it's one of the biggest tips for League, yeah. I say it a lot, like, it's like, you lose more in your indecision than making the wrong decision a lot of the times. And that's where the best players really separate themselves from the mediocre. The more mistakes you make, and if you're always making your decisions as fast as possible, like, your end game is just, you're gonna be so much better of a player. As Faker tries to juke out, he will die. Rumble picks it up. This game starting to get out of control. 10k gold lead almost for the red side. Faker, he's 6-6. I would say he's doing okay. Definitely not as much as Zed. Just more this Diana, the Diana show here. Champion really needs to get nuked. Diana, Xin Zhao. I hate these junglers, dude. Their tempo is just ridiculous. And it seems like we're going to get back Echo next patch as well. Gone are the days of like, just play Sedge. Play Zac. Get out of my, get the hell out of my face. Just be tanks, do your job. Baker moves down into the bot side. ZED99 working on some... He gets the Serpent's Fang third. Interesting. He actually gets it, well, 3.5, because he went Last Whisper. And Last Whisper then finished the Serpents. Spotted it. Oh. How did he know? Alright. Just look at the map. It's all about the mini-map here. It seems like that Jason Camille, so Faker was hard commit. That tower is worth so much gold. A ZED99 shuts down the Camille. Let's see how he fights it. Has the perma-slow Lucian. He's putting it all into them. Looks for the Jace now. He's able to 1v1 the Jace, but is it enough? Let's see if ZED99 is able to pick it up. Kills Faker. Has Flash, has Ignite. Oh my god, this Varus is on point. 10-2, baby. This Ashe is 0-9. Yikes. This Pyke makes his way in. Not many Pyke players these days in high elo solo queue, I feel. I don't mind it. Good Pyke's always annoying to verse as their enemy. We're looking for the end here. Varus, look at that. Hey, dude, nice skill shots. They have 15 seconds to end before Zed's up. Faker has TP, by the way. Zed in 3. Faker looking for the TP. He TP's in. You can see it's in the jungle on the bot side. Dash is over. Now, where is ZED99 here? Pumps 2. Here comes Zed. Moves his way in. I feel bad for ZED99. He's 15-4. He's collecting these kills. Faker goes for the Black Cleaver third. And Pyke gonna make his way onto the red buff. Good luck killing this, buddy. Nice champion. You'll get it, but it's going to be a long battle. And unfortunately, this game, it does appear to be a little bit of a bot lane gap. I think in the mid lane, you've got to say, I think ZED played it much better. Had some nice solo kills. Played the game really nice, had some nice roams. Problem with versing Faker is you'll never really find yourself shutting Faker out of the game. Doesn't matter how far ahead you get. He finds ways to keep resources up, keep farm at all-time highs. It's very hard to shut him out. And he's able to do that. He's looking for the GA 4th. He's just able to keep up with you and pace with you. It's kind of annoying. But that's what makes him such a good player, I guess. I guess that's what makes him good. Open Nexus. One last team fight. Faker has flash. ZED no flash. I don't see how he can make a 1v5. Oh, flashes from the Ashe ult. That's good. Faker moves in. Do you see that R on the Serralda's Grudge? It's so nice. Flashes in. Looking for the Ashe now. Pops it for the 11th death. Now all eyes are on the Zed. He's still... Does he still have ult? Pops it. And look at Faker, man. Get the... What the hell are you doing? Oh. Wait a second. We might be caught. Come on, son. Get in there. Grab the Trundle. Look at this raid boss. ZED pops the ultimate. He's going to grab the pike here. Are you serious? Does he get it? Oh my god. 18 and 4, ZED. He's not giving up. And Faker did nothing that far. He played it so slow. So slow on the outskirts. And you got like a 20-second Zed ult at this point. We have the GA now. They've got the Mountain Soul. Gets the Elixir. Double control ward. We're off to the Baron. This is just doomed, isn't it? Dinah has Hourglass plus a stopwatch. Varus and Lucian with the GAs. Grab the red. ZED with the Ghost Blade. He's all decked out here, just looking for the last item, probably going to be the Grudge. Faker has TP. Look at ZED back, and look at he's looking for the Camille in the side lane. Here he comes, pops the ultimate. Oh yeah, baby. Got the Gale Force straight in there. He has the GA. And that's going to be all she wrote. Faker TP's into the enemy base. ZED, I think he got soloed by the Camille. Look at Camille's build. Hydra, Sundra, Hullbreaker. And that's going to be the GG. Good game by both mid laners. 15 and 8 to 18 and 4. And ZED, man. I mean, I always just love watching him. His all-ins are so clean. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching today's VOD. It was a fun one. Pretty good matchup. I wish Faker did a little bit more, but I mean, 15 and 8, what more can you ask for? Until next time, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the VOD, and I catch you later. Peace.